Hey guys, Genuine Polish back again. So we are back on cycle 32 here, the end of cycle 32. And I think our current objective was drecko, right? Grab one of them dreckos, throw them in this room. Oh, and depressurize this. Every time I start this game back up again, I gotta remember exactly where we were at. Sometimes I hate jumping back into this game just because it's gonna be such a big freaking like brain blast trying to remember exactly what's going on. Okay, yeah, and I think we're all set here. This is, whatever. This is just the most decorated part of my entire base, and it's gonna stay that way until we need these plants. Yeah, pressure's garbage over here, and we got lots of idle people, so let me pause this for half a second. Honestly, when labor's not that big of an issue, that means sicknesses are not that big of an issue. The attribute negatives are not as bad. So our oxygen distribution is not great. We have most of our oxygen necessary in this main cavity. We might as well just get a pump set up down here. I'm trying to remember, can you build a pump through a wall or a door? I know it used to be that you could build through one tile. If you were standing on top of a tile like this, you could build down and build a pump beneath it or build a door beneath it. So we got to see if that's still kind of the case. We might be able to build through here at an angle, but I'm not sure if I remember that correctly. So we want to get the hydrogen out of this room, and I think we should be able to dig through here, come down, and then dig through here at an angle like this. This is a bit clustered, but it should be fine just the way it is. And then we also need to dig out a tile here so we have a path for the pipe and the wire before we dig down over here. So it looks a little confusing, but I think it should work. We should be able to throw a pump down here so that we have hydrogen for the drecko cage without any of this. It's time to test this out, and I see we completely, utterly broke this. Big question mark. What happened to the salt water? I don't actually know. I don't know, but I think it's fine. I genuinely think we can do it. I almost think we could probably set up a lock right here. I'm not sure about it, but let's check this out real fast. Let's see if we can just drop a liquid and get a lock going. I know generally you need these gutted, but we'll see. We still have a lot of idle people. I think we've got 2 of the people on the other planet, though, that are idle. No, it looks like they're all doing stuff. So right here should be fine, and I know we just busted this open, but it's kind of in its own little pocket cavity, so it should be fine. Not horribly concerned about that. Let's dig this out, and that gives us access to all of this. We don't have any soft ground or anything like that, so we should be able to build this pump right here. It says unreachable. So it might be that they can't build the pump, but they should be able to build the pipes and everything. Yeah, it looks like that is the case. So let me think about how we can try to negate the amount of hydrogen that escapes here. Let's look at the densities. I think we should probably be able to get someone with enough access to this room to get a pure slug of hydrogen out. Well, what we could do too is we could just build the pump up here and then just bust this open. That'll work just fine for what we're doing. We just need a nice little pocket of hydrogen to come out of here. Something just enough to get some hydrogen in this room. We're not trying to collect this. We're not trying to make this usable. We're basically just trying to keep it from leaking into the rest of the base and supply this little room. So can you drop a liquid right here and create an airlock even when it's up against a wall? I think you can, but you might need to gut this area right here. And if we do that, can we successfully get this replicated over here? I don't know. Okay, we delivered the brine. Good, good. Let's see what happens to this airlock. We're good. All right, so let's give this a shot. I'm actually really curious. I don't think there's any reason why there should be any gases in here. I mean, only one material can really occupy space at any time. So let's just do this. And we need 3 tall, I think. Is that correct? Yes, 3 tall, and then we'll have this empty space for the hydrogen vent, and then after that, we'll have it for a conveyor chute. We have just enough food for these guys. Let's check out our other planet over here. They are still actively building. We're gonna need to destroy this here. And building a nice pool, just start collecting liquids in a common area is gonna be a good start. All of these wheezeworts for some nuclear, for the advanced research building would be awesome too. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna free up all these slugs. They're great sources of power early on in the game. Honestly, we're a little past it in my opinion, but they're great sources of power, and it's always fun just to ranch different critters and stuff and just do all the different mechanics. This game can't be all about just doing the best thing, right, every time. Because if you do, then why even restart the game? Like, why even ever do a second colony if you're just going to only do the very, very, very best? You might as well experiment a little, right? At least that's how I feel about it. We don't need this because this is not a farm room. And we don't have any intentions of really making it a farm room. I really fail to build greenhouses as often as I probably should. And I also don't build stables very often. Can duplicants reach this? What is this? 4 off the ground? I think we're going to need a ladder here. I think that's unreachable. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I lied. Sweet. Alright, let's start getting this going up here. And we're going to have to check out this, this ranch. Wow, yeah, holy crap. That's actually really useful. And I know to people who are very experienced at this game, you know, who are like 3,000 cycle veterans, I know that's probably not news to you, but that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure I've been aware of it, right? I'm sure I've used it for, like, maybe little cavities and stuff, but I've never tried to clear an entire room like that. It's very useful. Honestly, I think that was faster than throwing a pump in there. I really do. Just using a single pump to depressurize an entire room takes a little bit, even though it is a smaller room. I really think it does. That was really cool. 3 more visits, so we gotta remember this right off the bat. And are we getting straight oxygen through here? Man, we... like, couldn't be worse at this. Could not be worse at this. We'll tell you what, we do want oxygen and polluted oxygen to come out of here, so this is not the worst case scenario. We can fix it after a while when it's exclusively polluted oxygen. Yeah, there's still a lot of oxygen in there. And then our power banks, let's see. So we can check out our usage real fast. Colony summary, not something I use as often as I should because it is really useful. First, teleporter call. Let's look at our power produced. Massive, wow. Power wasted. Lots and lots and lots. Okay. So our power consumption is way lower than our production. I mean, it's fine. Well, I'm just trying to get a baseline to see where we're actually at. Because I'm not super concerned about us overdoing it because there's going to be a huge demand for power production here in a little bit once we start expanding our base. And now we can destroy these, and we'll actually do that before they even have a chance to connect the lines. Yeah, this is a little cool experiment right there. And I mean, of course, I assume that it would. I just didn't know for sure. And this pump all set up. Nope. No. You are off. You are turned off. You're supposed to turn off. You're not on. And let's get this back to be satisfied as a room. We should have the stations up and running. Nope. Those machines are out of power. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, let's get our grooming station back in here and our shearing station. And this is like good to go. This is absolutely ready for some hatches. Not hatches, drecko. Yeah, excited about this one. This will be a nice little early stage plastic production. I think here we need to completely remove all this because dreckos will be able to climb up here and through some interaction they'll actually jump out, versus if you have a gap here, they just can't maneuver out. It's really weird. I don't exactly understand all the nuances of drecko movement because there's certain rules that dreckos and slugs they follow that other animals don't. Okay, we got 3 more visits here. Lots of idle hands here. Balm lilies, no. Is there any reeds? Because I wouldn't mind starting to cultivate reeds. Pretty much no on the reeds. If we let the carbon dioxide settle, I'm trying to think of how we can actually set up this cavity down here, to let carbon dioxide pool, and so the chlorine can't flow through it. And I think if we just make a little bit of a depression, but the gas densities need to be about the same, I think. Basically, we just need to make sure that those tiles are exclusively occupied by carbon dioxide. And we could just throw a liquid lock here. I don't know why. I don't use airlocks in exploration that much. It's something weird. Like, my brain is just not hardwired to remember that that's a thing. Let's see. We can do this, but then if we got that, so we should just go ahead and move this back a little bit. But yeah, for whatever reason, when I'm exploring, I always forget that liquid locks are a thing. And no one should be breathing out carbon dioxide at all in here. But yet there is, huh? Weird. 10 grams of that. Maybe we should have pressurized. Oh wait, we put carbon dioxide in there. That's what it was. There's carbon dioxide down here. Damn. That could hurt efficiency a lot. Like, not even a little a lot. Like, a lot a lot. Like, a lot a lot a lot. What is the pressure down here? 900. Do we have enough pressure of hydrogen just to overpressurize this room and seal it up real fast? I think yes. I think yes we do. So that's what we'll do. We're just going to pump this sucker full of hydrogen, pop the top. So that way, oops, that's not what we want. I'm blowing my mind. And let's do a liquid lock. Like I said, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. I always forget that an airlock is the best go-to option for this. I just don't think about it when I'm exploring. I don't think about it at all. Yeah, this is getting into like too far away from base, too far away from oxygen to have good production, have a good use. So we need to make oxygen mass, pump some oxygen down there. We could honestly give them a little working pocket, but we're just trying to catch this drecko. So if they can manage to do that, that's fine, and this area can be vacant pretty much forever after that. We're about ready to move on to grub fruit. I love having, well, this person's ecstatic. Wow, good for you. I love having pips, so that way I can do some natural tile farms with the spindle grub fruit. They just work very well for that. But I don't just yet. Okay, and like I said, building some... These guys are going to need food here. Do you guys have any bog buckets? Yes, you do. And then we need a pitcher real fast. Like I said, these guys are just going to be out of the way. You know, an afterthought for the time being. I don't really care too much about them. I'm just trying to get something going on this planet. Some kind of useful production going on this planet. A basic infrastructure so that way we can build on it in the future. Okay, you guys are fine for now. Don't bother me like ever again. Oxalite husbandry. Tell you what, we are very well equipped right now with people. So let's just get oxalite. Let's just get something burning out there. It's perfectly fine. We don't need nothing at all. So dreckos. You need to feed them mealwood or find the critter fluxomatic, which is right here. Okay, we got all the pieces of the puzzle. Plastic farm is going to be going probably this next episode, if not this one. So guys, I'm sorry, but you got to go even further. And what we can do to help them actually get down here is we can either pump a pocket full of oxygen, find a room, an eligible room, and fill it full of oxygen, or we can go ahead and let them... We'll do an oxygen room, because I think if we put an airlock here, when they run out of oxygen, they will jump into this room real fast, and then they will recover breath, and it won't waste any of our precious oxygen. And I think you can build an airlock up against a wall. I really do. We succeeded doing it up there, so I think it should be fine. I always thought you had to do this formation, but I think you can just build it right up against the wall. Oh, but the issue is that they won't recover breath. They'll just go in there and consume all the oxygen. Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Oh well. Any which way, it's fine for now. We'll see how far they can get, and if they can't get down in the critter fluxomatic room, then we will have to find another way around it. Okay, this room is just about ready to go. Do we have some crude oil? I don't want to use any kind of crude oil, so let's do some brine and polluted water for our temporary ones. You're idle and you're starving. All right, let's find a solution to that. What kind of room would be good? Massage clinic would be awesome. Yeah, our stress is like maximum, minimum, the as low as it can go. But it's not gonna hurt just to have one set up preemptively. This would have been a good area to build something, but we kind of built this too close. But you know what, the massage clinic can be pretty much as far out of the way as possible. What does it need to be, 12 tiles or something? It's a tiny room. Unless if I'm wigging out. Yeah, 12 tiles. It's a microscopic room. We might as well throw one out there. So massage table. We will close this up and then we'll frame it like a proper room right quick. And then what we need to do is give them a decor item. That's what it is. Do you have a little sculpting block? No, we don't have anyone with any kind of art skill. I don't believe so, at least. So yeah, we'll do the little sculpt or the flower pots, and then we will do some power. But this is gonna be. We might want a water sensor just so this room isn't running when we have actual critical loads. Okay, one more use on this outhouse. Please, please, please remember. This snow will melt eventually, so let's go ahead and just fill this up right now. Yeah, our one cold biome is at risk from this geyser. I almost wonder, we want petroleum. Well, we want crude oil, we want plastic. That's really our big thing right now. And it's always good to have as much resource leaking out of geysers as possible. But I'm almost wondering if we just shut it up for now. No, because we have this whole biome. Never mind. This whole biome is freezing cold. We'll have a lot of chilled resources in the case of emergencies. And I know I probably just let this thing get dumped on like 4 times. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Throw another drop down, and then we're good to bust this open. And there should be a big enough slug of hydrogen up here to not have any kind of issue. Alright, so it's time to get this hydrogen flowing. This should be a good system right there. Let's just do some quick math. So we got 60 times 1,000, 60 kilograms. How big of a room is this? 15, 16. We have more than enough. So we should be able to overpressurize this. I'm wondering if we need to create some kind of system here. No, I don't think so. I think this will be fine. I think we should be able to overpressurize this with hydrogen pretty easily. I know I made this room way more complicated than it needed to be by doing all these different steps instead of just drawing a vacuum, but it worked like it needed to. I just accidentally let a slug of carbon dioxide get through because I wasn't paying attention like at all. So let's let this settle, and then we should be ready to go. And there's going to be a pocket trapped here. That's my bad. And there's going to be a little bit stuck up here, but it's also not the end of the world. Gene has nothing to do. Oh, we got lots of nobodies. Liquid lock? Yeah, like I said, I'm just the worst at using airlocks. I really am. Yeah, let's go ahead and build ourselves a hop lock here. Just so we have good access and we don't have to worry about wet feet. So let me think. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. I think this is exactly the proper way to set up. We need this dugout too. Here, right quick. So I'm gonna dig that out. Then yeah, we'll do a hop block with some mixed gases here, or mixed liquids. This should satisfy our massage room. Sweet. Massage clinic. It's not hooked up to anything. We have like 0 stress, less than 0, right? This is good. Good enough mixing displacement. I think we can start this pump and just monitor this real fast. Yeah, so we'll throw in a hop block here. And I guess... No, I don't want hop blocks here. I don't know what the chances... I don't know all the nuances of people exhaling and having carbon dioxide, but this is just going to be such a climate-sensitive room that I just want Atmos suits. I'm not willing to risk it with anything else. So yeah, basically we're going to like maximum pressurize this, or pressurize it so significantly with hydrogen that we can just pop a hole in the ground to get this carbon dioxide out of there. If it'll actually settle like it should. But yeah, we should be able to just punch a hole in the ground and get this carbon dioxide out of here right quick. We missed this freaking thing again. Sheesh. Wow. Holy shit. Alright, let's get this started. Crude oil first, brine water, polluted water, and those should be good enough temperature ranges to not pop by accident. Okay, has this settled here? Are we all good? I think we mostly are. Let's make sure there's no carbon dioxide in this pipe. Nothing at all. Sweet, we are set. So let's just punch a hole in this ground real fast and see if we can get this out of here. Is it gonna get out? Yes. Nope. I know I'm doing this like the most ass backwards way, but I am so committed to having this done my way. We did it. We did it. Okay, guys, I'm sorry to make you watch that. That was kind of painful. Could have just thrown a pump in there. Could have just emptied the pipe properly the first time. Did neither of those things. But I hope you liked it, and there's going to be more auction not included content pretty much every day, so subscribe if you like what I'm doing. And the best way to show support is to recommend me to your friends and have them subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.